This is a mom from California who has a son who has been on the program since January of 2009. Can you tell us what your concerns were that caused you to consider seeking some additional help for your child?
Well, there were quite a few red flags going off all over the place. He didn't walk until he was over 18 months old. He didn't eat. Getting more than 600 calories in him a day was a full-time job. He had his speech development was extremely delayed. He didn't babble or talk, and he was even in speech therapy. They had to teach him how to do vowel sounds. I mean, we were not speaking. He was very hypo-responsive. He just didn't respond to stimulus. I mean, this was a kid who just didn't respond. You could stick him in the middle of the floor and he would stay where you put him. He didn't go out and explore much. I mean, he was a happy little guy in other ways. Don't get a wrong picture there, but there was a lot of red flags saying that there is something seriously wrong here, and we were very concerned.
And you went on the program, and how did that go for you? What was the program like for your family?
The program is like eating an elephant. When you first get it, you're thinking, there is no way we could ever do this. And you just start it very slowly, and you just do what you can, and then you do a little bit more, and then you do a little bit more, and it very much evolves over time as your capacity and your routines, and they get used to it, and you just take it one step at a time. And it's a great big endeavor, but you amaze yourself about, oh wow, I really did get that. That's amazing. So.
Now, you were really good at making it fun.
Oh yes, we found right along that we couldn't, incentives like charts and stickers, and especially since this kid's not into food, it's not like you can bribe him with a chocolate chip really loses its pizzazz when you have a kid that eats that little. So we really had to be inventive, and he loved playing games, and he would do like the crawling routine in his Spider-Man costume. And we would play all sorts of adventure games with crawling, like we're going on a great quest, and he's going to get the bad guys or disable the bomb, or we've got the puppies, this is the mommy puppy, and I was always mommy baby. I was the mommy puppy, he was the baby puppy, and we'd be going on a great walk or adventure. So we did a lot of role-playing games to keep it kind of fun.
Kind of fun. More fun for him than you.
Oh, very much so. But he even now will beg to go crawling. It's like, crawling? Crawling? He wants to do that. He wasn't so excited about the sounds, but he would do it as part of the games. And when he was younger and we were doing this tactile stimulation with the like rough, soft, and those sort of things, I would sing to him. And so I'd put him on the bed and I'd rub him down with one sensation, singing one children's song, and then I'd sing the song again with its contrasting, and then I'd go on to the next song, and then we would cycle through with the singing and the songs, and I got pretty good that I could get through all the tactile stuff in about 20-25 minutes with my singing. You sing the ABCs and Twinkle Twinkle and all these things like that, and so that progressed pretty well too, and we were fairly successful with that.
Excellent. And so how is he doing now?
Well, we've made a lot of improvement. We've got a lot of things have come along. His eating, we're finally, for the most part, out of the woods there with eating, where he's eating a normal diet now, and it's not my full-time job to try to figure out how to get food into him. We're getting a lot more sounds, and he can actually now approximate language. It's like you can correct him and he can actually say it correctly. Mm-hmm. We're still working on speech. We're still delayed on speech, and we have a ways to go on that. But now we have language that's coming along quite nicely.
But he does speak in sentences.
Oh, yeah, he does speak. He most definitely does speak. Mm-hmm. And he is a lot more physically, like he rides a scooter now, and he's a lot more out, has this little bike, and his balance and movement is much improved on that as well. And he's more physically toned, I guess. I don't know what you'd call that, but he's not quite so not moving there.
And how about socially?
Oh, he's a very popular little guy. He makes good eye contact. Well, that was actually something he started out doing pretty good anyway, is he was always Mr. Charming with his eye contact. So that was one area where we didn't have to struggle, but he's very popular. He's very popular at preschool. Everybody knows him and knows him by name, and everywhere you go, you have people who know him. So he's very delightful that way.
Would you do it over again?
Oh, totally. No regrets there at all.
And how about involving the family as a whole unit instead of just mom?
Oh, definitely. We did a lot with the kids, especially my youngest child bore the brunt of the game playing. She's 6 years older than him, and she would do a lot of that role play gaming stuff she would do with him, and that was a great help. But even the older kids would do crawling games and things with him, or sounds or flashcards or whatever, and it did definitely help to have more people involved. Oh, and then the other thing we did is we also did it in conjunction with another family. That another little boy his age would come over, and we would lay out the crawling track and have the flashcards and the smells and the sounds all set up in our little routine, and they would do it together, and that was nice for a while as well.
That's great. Well, congratulations. Looking forward to a graduation for you, and thank you so much.